New details on a crash involving 4 cars and an MTA bus that injured more than a dozen people. Police have arrested the driver believed to be responsible and say she did not have a valid license. CBS 2's Christina Fan reports from East New York.
Eyewitness video shows dazed passengers sitting aboard an MTA bus as paramedics rushed to treat those injured. At least 14 people were hurt in this mangled mess. And at the center of it all, this white Chevy Impala.
We were scared when we heard that. The passenger from the bus, they just came outside the bus. They were screaming, they were crying.
This woman, who didn't want to show her face, heard the big boom around 8:30 Sunday evening. According to police sources, the Chevy was traveling down Essex Street when it rear-ended a Toyota Sienna, which then collided with a Ford Escape. Instead of stopping, the Chevy's driver, 23-year-old Chandiana Jean, tried fleeing the scene and in the process crashed into a B-15 bus on New Lots Avenue.
I think somebody was bleeding. The woman who was in the car in the back, she didn't respond. She was just laid down.
Jean's 44-year-old female passenger sustained critical injuries, while the driver herself was arrested and charged with possession of a forged instrument and aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle.
Every 3 months it was an accident on this corner. And with these young people just driving crazy, you needed a light.
Families say the intersection is a magnet for crashes. 2 years ago, stop signs were put in, and now the community is pushing for traffic lights too.
It should have happened by now. I know they have a lot to do across the city, but they need to look at areas like this that have accidents, and there should be a list of priorities.
Councilmember Charles Barron says his office is now working to expedite the process. In East New York, Brooklyn, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
Now, we reached out to the DOT, but we can tell you a spokesperson says there are no plans to install traffic lights, but they will open up a study to determine if it's needed at the intersection.